It's the last episode of the season. We've got a tiny little outside chance of getting back in the Champions League again. And the Italian Cup final to look forward to. So, better than nothing, isn't it? Hello and welcome to part 26 of the Milan mission. I'm Kev, and coming up on today's episode, we're playing Pescara in the league in our final game of the season, and then we've got the Italian Cup final against Palermo. We have a tiny chance of getting into the Champions League. Fiorentina are 2 points ahead of us. It's the final game of the season. We have to go and win and hope that they lose. That's all that it comes down to. It looks like Inter are going to win the league, though. Juventus are in basically the same situation as us, trying to catch them on the last day. So, this is the team that we're going to be playing. We scored 6 goals in our last game. Hopefully that can continue. We've got Timo Horn in goal. We've got a back four of George, Romagnoli, Zuma and Meiki, with Bazoa moving back up into midfield today, having played at centre-back in the last game when Zuma was injured, alongside Mauri. Then Bonaventura, Ceballos and Niang behind Benzema, who finally started scoring some goals in the last game, so hopefully he can keep that up today. Carlos Bacca has just come to me and said if we don't qualify for the Champions League today, he's going to leave and go to Chelsea in the summer. Did remind him he's contracted to us. I might be the one who decides whether he leaves and goes to Chelsea. He then reminded me he'd be going if he felt like it, because players have all the power these days. So I think I'm probably going to sell him to them anyway, because he's not a first choice for us anymore. We've got Barbosa coming in the summer. See, had to drop that in again. It'll be the last time I get to say we've got Barbosa coming in, because next episode he'll already be here. Yeah, we've got him coming in. We'll probably, I don't know, Benzema finally might be starting to come good, and he's a year younger than Bacca as well, so it makes sense if we're only keeping one, we keep the one who's a little bit younger, I guess. But so if we can get 20-25 million, that's what I'm thinking for Bacca. I'm not going to sell him cheap, but if we can get an offer in that sort of range, I think he's probably gone regardless. Ceballos has just hit the post twice, I think. Clear-cut chances, a go-go. But we need to... Why are we not scoring goals? All I really care about is what's going on in Sassuolo against Fiorentina. If Sassuolo don't win, nothing matters in this game. So we may as well just stay in a holding pattern until we see them they've gone into the lead. Goodness me, they've gone into the league. Out of the holding pattern, everybody. Play football. Let's go and score a goal. If we score now before Fiorentina equalise, we are in a Champions League spot. There it blooming is. Why are we not in a Champions League spot? Is my maths wrong? Yes, there we are. We've gone up. It just took its time. Right, final whistle. Now, call it. That's it. We're in the Champions League. We've got 78 minutes. It's not even about us holding on. I hope we should be capable of doing that. We need Sassuolo to hold on. I don't even know where they are in the league. I don't even know who they are. Where are they? They are just mid-table. A mid-table team. Fiorentina have already blooming equalised, and so Pescara. Well, that was a fun 12 seconds where we thought we were going to get into the Champions League, and oh god, what's Horn even doing there? I've still got spit in my beard from celebrating before, and now it's all gone back the other way. I mean, why does this game do things like that to you? Why not just let Fiorentina go and win 5-0, or have us concede before we score? Just don't give me that little bit of hope that it might all be okay, you monstrous game. Right, we need to stretch this out a little bit, because Fiorentina are going to fall off the bottom of it otherwise. Sassuolo have scored again. Lads, out of the holding pattern again. Sassuolo have only blooming scored again. If we now don't win and don't get into the Champions League for our own silly fault, that will make me very cross. We need to score. Fiorentina are losing. We need to win this football. I mean, this will be devastating if they lose and we still don't get in the Champions League. It will be all our own fault. Come on. Right, Mauri, what can he do? Nothing. I mean, that was just poor. Romagnoli wins it back, but it still finds its way back into a Pescara player. Every time we win the ball, it's bouncing free back to their players. Do we want this or not? I get so angry these days. Remember when we used to win lots of games? I didn't get angry. Horn is trying his best. He doesn't fancy the Champions League. He obviously doesn't like travelling. Oh, goodness me. Right, Bonaventura corner. Goes to nobody. Makey to Maori. Romagnoli, we've kept the ball for more than 2 passes. This is the first time in the game this has happened. But Romagnoli should not have the ball there. And obviously, because of that, I mean, he's just frozen and then loses it. And Lapadula, imagine if it was him who scored the goal that consigned us to the Europa League. I mean, it's written in the stars that he scores today. We need at least 2. Fiorentina is still losing. We're going to throw this all away for our own incompetence. I can't believe it. What have we got on the bench? Bacca. You said you don't want to be playing in the Europa League. There's your opportunity. Go and score the winner. Get us into the Champions League. Ayoze, you're on. I mean, what else have we got? Have we got anything else attacking there that we can? Not really. We'll have those 2 on. We can't have Ayoze as a playmaker. We need. Oh, I don't know. He's all right at it, actually. Let's leave him at it. Right. We've got 20 minutes to score and hope that Fiorentina don't. But all of a sudden, I'm not as bothered about what's going on there anymore. We need it here. We can't not qualify like this. If Fiorentina come back, then that's one thing. That's out of our control. That's nonsense earlier in the season. But here we are, 10 minutes to go. Everything is going right in the other game, and we're just going to throw it away here. Do we have anyone who can come on for Bonaventura? Not really. Are we really going to bring Honda on as the man to try and save the game at the last minute? Has it really come to this? I mean, it's his last game for the club. We've already told him he's leaving in the summer. We'll obviously keep him if he scores the winner, though. So there's that, Honda. If you want to stay, score the winner. Get us into the Champions League, little fella. Fiorentina are still losing. This is awful. This is just the worst thing ever. It's been such a frustrating season. This is going to be the icing on the cake, though. Pescara are a team we should beat. Fiorentina have equalised anyway. The pressure's off. We're not going into the Champions League, but at least it was not our fault. Oh, what a horrible season this has been. And how are we not winning this game? We're just rubbish. We've got a lot of work to do over the summer, and I don't know that the work involves bringing in a load of new players, because this group of players that we've got should be able to win this league. So perhaps it's the manager that needs replacing. Oh, rubbish. We're not in the Champions League. There we go. It's all over. What a really frustrating season. And let's go and make it all the more frustrating by somehow losing in the Italian Cup final as well. Right, so our team for the Cup final, not that anyone cares, stupid Cup. We've got loads of suspensions. Romagnoli, Makey and Lazar are all suspended, so we've had a bit of a reshuffle in defence. So Little Gomez and Bazoa are going to be our centre-back partnership. Zuma moves out to play right-back. George is going to be left-back. Because of Bazoa dropping back, we've got Mauri and Danilo in midfield. And then we're going to give Honda a last sort of goodbye appearance. There you go, thank you for... I mean, you had the odd good game here and there. And Benzema might also be playing his last game as well, because I'm not impressed with him. And if we can recoup half the money we spent on him, because I suspect we're not going to get much to spend this summer now we're not in the Champions League. So we might have to sell to buy, which isn't an ideal situation to be in. But we have, I mean, probably Bacca and Benzema will probably try and ship out. Big Gomez, I've had enough of. Honda's on his way. Poli's going to leave. Diogo Lopez is already retiring. Abati has already agreed a deal to go somewhere else. So there's quite a few going to be leaving. Coming in, we've obviously got Barbosa, which I believe I've mentioned once or twice. I would like to bring a proper striker in, because I suspect Barbosa is going to be playing on either of the wings for us, because we're much weaker there than we are up front. We've conceded a blooming penalty. This is ridiculous. Come on, Timo, do what you're supposed to do. Keep the penalty out, for goodness sake. There's a good boy. So yeah, we'll perhaps try and bring in a striker. I think we're set in midfield. I think we're probably okay in defence. We could perhaps do with another right back with Abati going. I don't really want to have to rely on Gomez or Zuma. As you can see today, there are options when Makey's not in the team. We're losing. We are losing against Palermo in the Italian Cup final. Oh, the worst season in the history of the world continues. Is this over yet? goodness me, we need to sort ourselves out over the summer. And then if there's any money left in the kitty, maybe an attacking midfielder, because the jury's still out on Ceballos. Maybe a wide midfielder to play on the opposite wing to whichever side we end up playing Barbosa on. We're so close to having a really good team. Danilo's equalised. Excellent stuff. I guess these good youngsters that we've got are all going to be a year older. Next year's got to be the year. I haven't been sacked yet, so hopefully I'm getting a little bit of a stay of execution, but we need to start well, because after the way we've finished this season, if we're not challenging for the league at Christmas, surely they sack me, don't they? I'd sack me in that situation. So next year's got to be the year. We've had 3 seasons now to figure out what we want to do. I think we're settled on the fact that this is the system that we're going to play, the one we're using today. I think we've got a lot of good young players. We've shipped out a lot of players who were never good enough for Milan in the first place, and a lot of players who were getting on a bit. There's a few more of those going to be leaving in the summer. We've got an excellent spine of good young players who are going to be here for the next 5 to 10 years if we can keep hold of them. But now that all needs to start to come together, and we need to start the season with a bang. We need to go and win Serie A and win the Europa League. Boom. There's our goal for next year. The double. We're probably not going to do both, or either, probably. But, a Europa League win would be nice. Oh, we're not even going to win the Italian Cup, though. We're talking about winning the league and winning the Europa League with this set of players who are going to lose against Palermo in the Cup final. I mean, it's because they obviously don't care about this match. I don't care about this match, really, other than the fact it would be nice to have a trophy after 3 years. We're entering Arsene Wenger territory if we don't start winning something soon. This is so silly. Right, we probably need to be taking Honda off soon. He's had his last appearance. Now we need to actually try and win the football match, so he can come off now, and we'll bring Niang on. And then Baka or Jose will be on in a couple of minutes at the expense of Benzema, who's had that one good game and managed to keep in the team since then. But since then, we've drawn a game we needed to win, and now we're losing in the cup final, and Benzema's not looked like scoring in either of them. So he's too erratic. He's not a consistent performer. That's what we need. So yeah, let's have him off. Be away with you. Should we give Baka his... Oh no, Baka's not even close to match fit. Jose, you're on. Baka, you'll probably never see play for us again. Now he didn't come on there. Unless I find a way to squeeze him on in a minute. I'm actually thinking we might bring him on from Maori with sort of 10-15 minutes to go. In fact, let's do that. Let's just go 4-2-4. We've got to get a goal. This is just silly. Right, Ceballos, you drop back. You are going up there with him. You're going to be a complete forward on attack. What's your best position, Jose? Let's put you in that. By all means, be a trequartista then. There you go. Let's see if that does anything. Let's go and get a goal. We've got 15 minutes to do it. Come on. We can't be losing this game. There's been too many times this season where we've just been this rubbish. And we lack that cutting edge. That's why we need a proper striker. Let's go and buy Harry Kane. In fact, let's go and buy Harry Kane. We tried to buy him this summer. Someone like that who's just going to score a lot of goals. The way Baka did in that first season and hasn't done since. That's the kind of striker we need. And Jose's not that. Barbosa's not that. Niang's not going to be that either. I'm starting to worry that Niang might not actually be good enough for us, full stop. So we need a top striker, and we thought that might be Benzema. It's clearly not. That's what we need. Top striker. That's the job for the summer. Forget all that other nonsense I said before. I'm just spending every penny we get on a forward because we've just lost the Italian Cup. I mean, that 90-minute period, that sums up our season, really. Are we seeing our transfer budget? Do we get to see that at some point? Have they sacked me? They haven't sacked me, but I also don't get a transfer budget yet, apparently. Perhaps there isn't one. Oh, what a frustrating season. Goals-wise, that is exactly what the problem has been. Top scorers, Iose on 15, Baka 11, Bonaventura from midfield on 10, Niang only 9, Benzema comes in, plays half the season, only gets 7. We need a goal scorer. I think that's clear from there. Average rating wise, the top player is the one who's already leaving. But yeah, we knew it was going to be the fullbacks. Poli's going to be leaving as well. I mean, we're getting rid of all the ones that do well. Bertolacci doesn't really get in the team anymore. I mean, perhaps I'm just picking the wrong team. I'm picking based on youth and potential rather than on who's good now. And I'll continue to do so. What an awful season. And if you've enjoyed that, make sure you pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. And thank you very much for watching.